Break Channel 5, CB Shop, West Memphis. Your boy Caliente. Checking in to see if you got it on there, Channel 5, CB Shop. Come on. Yeah, Channel 5, CB Shop. What kind of specials? Are you running any winter specials?
Any what?
Are you running any specials?
I got brand new radios. I got the 3300 HP, the Connex 33 HP C1. That's the one in the 29 size case with the big meter. I've got General Lee's. I got General HP 40, 4600 turbos. What kind of price you got on the 3300 HP? 300 HP is 285 plus tax, peak tuned and converted. Well, I'm just walking over in a minute. You know where I'm located? You know I'm not at the Petro. You're in the Petro. Sir, our shop's never been at the Petro. We've always been one street over. I'm over here on that service road between McDonald's and 55. When you go to leave the guard shack entrance, don't turn left, don't turn right. Go straight across. That'll put you on the road behind McDonald's truck parking. When you get to the stop sign at the other end of that road, put on your left blinker and holler at me. You'll be a little over a block away from our shop. I'll guide you in.
Channel 5, how my radio sounding on your end?
Not keyed up with you.
How's my radio sounding on your end there, CB Shop?
Good.
I appreciate it.
I saw him again.
What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Chris. Out on the Gold Wing. Out on the Gold Wing. And today, a man that needs no introduction, dressed in all black, Professor KB. What up, Professor?
Hey, how's it going, Chris?
What's going on, man?
Hey, enjoying this last minute ride on a cool, crisp Sunday in West Memphis right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to head towards Jonesboro, get a quick bite to eat, and come on back.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You know, the weather's really changing. You know, just 10 minutes ago, it was warm. And then the temperature has already started dropping.
Yeah, these days you take off kind of early. Let's say we kind of took off a little later than we probably should have or wanted to. But nevertheless, it's all good. We're going to be extra careful as usual and enjoy what's left for the day.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, that temperature, when it drops, it drops. You know, it's still wintertime, so I try to tell people, even though, you know, it may be sunny and bright out and it's warm and it's feeling good, at a certain time, it's just going to drop and it's going to get cold, so you have to be prepared for the temperature changes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You know, of course, it's not cold enough to wear my heated gear, but I have it nevertheless. One thing about it, when I checked the temperature a few minutes ago in Memphis, it was like 20 degrees difference between Memphis and Arkansas. That's a big difference, you know.
Yeah. You say you do have it with you?
Yeah, I got it with me.
Yeah, I got mine with me too, Professor.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Always be prepared, but I'm not going to use it. It's not going to be that cold, but cold enough.
Right. You want to always be prepared, man. You never know, because you have to get out here and have a flat. Then you're stuck on the side of the road, and if you don't have the right gear, you're going to be a human popsicle.
Oh, yeah. Make for a long day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So I got mine with me. And also on my bike, I have mounted my temperature sensors.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the bike sensor, which is showing 61 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay. Yeah, that's about right. I think we enough pictures were showing like 72 degrees, according to the weather report, and we're showing 58 in Arkansas.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a little bit cool. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and turn my heated grips up a little bit, see if I can warm it up.
Gotcha. Yeah, so far I'm good right now.
Yeah.
I guess that comes from those years of being in Nebraska. I got used to it.
Yeah, it gets cold up in Nebraska, brother.
Oh, yeah. That part I do not miss. I do miss my buddies, my friends, former co-workers, but other than that, they can have the weather.
Yeah. Now, Professor, I noticed you got that F4 custom windshield, and that's the F4 plus 4, right?
That's correct. I got the tinted. It was not my intent to get the tinted version, but after I got it, I talked with the salespeople, and they were very gracious and allowed me to return it, but I decided to keep it. I like it. It's not too dark at night, and I think it complements the bike.
Yeah, it really looks good.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that.
I'm actually looking through it from back here.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks pretty clear.
And when I installed it, I deliberately went down a few dark roads just to kind of determine if it would be too dark, and to my surprise, it was not. So I like it. I'm glad they made an error in sending this.
Yeah. So you initially ordered the clear, but they sent you the tinted.
That's correct. Yeah.
And
so I will give kudos to the company. They were very gracious and very kind and willing to pay for shipping and send another one out right away.
That's good.
Good customer service. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I love F4 custom windshields. I love mine too. It's big and clear. It's 4 inches taller, 2 inches wider.
Yeah, well, I had the stock on there for a while and just kept delaying changing it out. And I said, hey, let me go on and do it. So I'm glad I did. And it's something that I'm glad I did do, and regret I didn't do it earlier.
Now, what about the summertime? How do you like it in the summertime? Because, you know, it blocks a lot of the wind.
Right. I'm okay with it. There's a difference, but I'm fine with it. And besides, it allows me to hear my music much clearer because it blocks a lot of that wind noise.
Yeah, I love mine too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it.
Yeah, right. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I've seen bikers with even a taller windshield, but this is perfect for me. The wind still goes right over my head, little buffering, so I'm fine with this.
Yeah. And the good thing about it, it protects you from anything that flies, come flying off the road.
Oh, yeah.
I hear a lot of guys say, they like a lot of wind in their face, but, if something comes flying out the road, because those trucks pick up rocks and debris in the road, and it'll sling it at you, man, at, 50, 60 miles an hour. That could be a problem.
Yeah, actually, I was riding to Blue Bank Restaurant a couple, 3 weeks ago. Just again last morning, took off, went for a ride, and ended up over there. And on the way back, a very huge insect. I thought it was a small bird at first. And just imagine being hit by something as big and solid as that thing was. That wouldn't have been good.
No, that wouldn't have been.
Yeah. But I do understand and appreciate, getting wind in my face every now and then. But I'll just compromise and get a larger windshield like what I have and just let it catch the insects.
Yeah.
And the rocks, little things that can be rather dangerous to you. But that's why I wear a full-face helmet as well, to protect against the debris. Those things can really cause some serious injury.
Yeah, that's right. I love it. I always wear a full-face helmet. I mean, I do have a couple open-face helmets with a shield on the front, but most of my riding is a full-face.
Yeah. Well, as it turns out, most of the time when I'm riding, my the shield is up, but the kind of helmet I have has the built-in shade that you can flip down, so that's always on, like this here.
Right.
So that allows me to get the air that I need at the same time. It keeps the sun out of my face too.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you got it open. Get a little airflow in there, but the front of the bike actually protects you from the from debris and the elements.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. How your bike feel against that wind? We got a little breeze out here. You feeling it?
Not really. It actually rides a lot better since I got that, got that car tire on here.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Right.
Normally, and that's another thing. Normally, when it's windy, the bike will try to ride sideways.
Okay, I see.
And the car tire kind of keeps it upright.
That makes a lot of sense. You have a flatter surface, right?
Yeah.
More contact.
Yeah. And, I never thought about that at the time I put it on there. I was just thinking about, how long the tire would actually last and how it rides over groove pavements and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm reluctant to engage in this discussion, but since we're riding, we'll go ahead on and talk about that as well. And that is the pros and cons of going dark side or going double dark side. It's been almost, 2 or 3 months now. Any second thoughts about it? Any thing you can add to what you talked about previously?
You know what? The more I ride it, the more I like it. You know, on my way to meet up with you, I actually hit some groove pavement.
Okay.
And
yeah.
and to be honest, I really couldn't tell. I knew I was on groove pavement because I was looking down at it.
Gotcha.
But the way it was handling, you couldn't even tell.
Okay.
And
okay.
that kind of surprised me. I thought it would kind of, you
Yeah.
know, do a little snaky a little bit, but it didn't snake at all. It just stayed upright. And
You know, that's good. You know, as you made that last comment, we had an 18-wheeler that passed by us. I would imagine that also counters that wind. Am I correct?
I'm sorry, that who passed by us?
I said a second ago that 18-wheeler was just passing by us as you were talking.
Oh, okay.
I would imagine that wind draft could probably cause the bike to also shimmy a little bit. But is that tire, the dark side, help you with that as well?
Yeah, it does. It helps a lot.
Yeah.
It rides better. It's a smoother ride. And like I say, even with the wind, it doesn't move around as much because
Right.
it's kind of sitting flat. I mean, it'll move, but not like it would normally move.
Yeah.
And like I said, the more I ride it, the more I like it.
Did you lose or gain any height with the dark side?
I think it came down an inch.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
but you can go with a taller. I have the 195 55 16. I think some guys are actually running the 195 60 16, which will make it a
Okay.
little bit taller.
Okay. I got you. Yeah.
But you know, I haven't tried the 60. I just run the 195 55 16.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really lose any. I didn't lose any. I mean, I might have lost an inch, but you know, that was to my advantage.
Got you. Understand.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we won't go into any details as to why you said to your advantage, but nevertheless, I don't know if there are any benefits or any negatives to having it higher or shorter.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I wish I'd have done it sooner.
Yeah, yeah,
And one of the reasons why I haven't just, you know, put out a vid about my final review, I've been trying to give myself time to actually test it, you know, in all conditions. I didn't want to just test it in one type of environment.
I got you. Yeah,
Yeah, I wanted to test it in different conditions, and so I can really give an honest review.
okay. Have you got a chance to try it in the rain? I mean, blood rain.
Yeah, I tried it in the rain, and I absolutely love it. As a matter of fact, you know, I told this story about, you know, I got caught in the rain, and it sounded like a car was behind me.
Okay.
But it was raining hard, and I'm like, why is a car on my bumper, you know?
Yeah.
And I kept looking back. I had the trailer hooked up. I kept looking back, but it was nothing behind me. Then I realized, you know, that wasn't a car. That was my car tire,
Oh yeah.
making it sound like a car was behind me.
Okay.
And
okay.
it was just channeling the water out just like a car would do. And it actually surprised me
Okay.
because
Yeah.
I wasn't used to the bike making that particular sound
Right.
in the rain. I was used to those motorcycle tires, and it was more of a quieter ride.
Oh yeah.
But the car tire made it a little bit louder because it was channeling water the way a car tire does, and I really liked it.
Okay.
So
Yeah. How many miles you anticipate getting out of the rear tire?
it's a 60,000 mile tire.
Okay.
But you know, a motorcycle is lighter than a car, so it can probably go way more than 60.
Yeah. Okay.
It would probably dry rot before the tread wore down on it.
Yeah. You know, another concept that people may not be as familiar with is double dark siding.
Yeah.
What does that mean for those who may not fully understand that concept?
Yeah, double dark siding is when you take the largest rear motorcycle tire, and you bring it to the front and you turn it backwards.
Okay.
So it's actually not putting a car tire on the front. You're putting a rear motorcycle tire on the front.
Okay.
And then you turn it backwards to
Gotcha.
channel the water away from the bike.
Okay. You think you get more miles out of that tire?
Yes, because your rear end, you know, it's heavier on the rear,
Right.
and it's gonna work harder than the front tire. So you're gonna wear down your rear tire faster than your front tire. So when you take that rear motorcycle tire and bring it to the front, you're making the front just as tough, or if not just as tougher, as the back. So you're gonna get a longer tread life.
Yeah. Okay, that makes
Uh-huh.
sense. So
You're getting deeper. You're getting a deeper groove, and
right.
you're getting a longer tread life by bringing it to the front,
Yeah.
because that front end is actually lighter, and it's not gonna wear down like it would on the back.
Exactly. I got you. Okay. All right. Right now we're going around this curve. Can you tell the difference in your dark side?
No, I really can't. I mean, I
Okay.
know it's there, but it's not. The thing about when you go dark side, it's gonna feel different when you first do it. When you first put it on there, it's gonna feel odd because you're used to those rounded tires, and it's just gonna ride different.
Okay.
And you might even start doubting yourself, like, I think I made a mistake by putting it on here. But you have to stick with it, kind of let some of that newness wear off of it,
Got it.
and just keep riding it. And after a few hundred miles, you're not even going to be able to tell the difference.
Yeah. Of course, most who have been riding for a while have been reading and watching YouTube videos. Those who are opposed to dark side and talk about the safety risk.
It is not a debate. The debate has been settled. They've been dark-sided before I was born. They've been dark-sided before I even thought about when I was knee-high to a June bug. They was dark-sided back then. So the debate is over. The debate is settled. How does it handle in the curve? It's over. Will an insurance company cover you? It's settled. The debate is over. It's not a debate.
Oh,
Well, actually, when you're talking about cost, it's actually cheaper to run a car tire than it is a motorcycle tire, and you're going to get a longer tread life. So it's more cost effective as far as safety is concerned. As a matter of fact, the car tire to me is just as, if not even more safer than a motorcycle tire, because you're getting deeper tread.
Okay.
You're getting a wider footprint.
Yeah.
So it's going to stop faster because it's got more rubber.
Okay.
It's going to channel water better. It's gonna hold a heavier load than a motorcycle tire. So when it comes to safety, people talk about, or their concerns are, cornering. How is it going to corner? Is it going to get up on the sidewall? Well, you're never going to lean your motorcycle that far over to get on the sidewall.
Okay.
I mean, you'll be scraping the engine guards and foot pegs before you can get it over on the sidewall. So you don't have to worry about leaning your motorcycle over onto the sidewalls. And as you know, I did that Tail of the Dragon with the trailer, dark-sided. Had no issues at all, no problems at all.
Okay.
I absolutely love it. The only thing that I wish I would have done is I wish I would have dark-sided sooner.
Okay, this is like a strong endorsement of dark-sided, actually double dark-sided.
Yeah, I really love it, and I'm not just saying that. I have a couple tires at home. I have a spare rim at home with the motorcycle tire on it.
Yeah.
And my plan is to take off that new motorcycle tire and put me a car tire on there.
Got it. Okay.
So
I know you did your research, and there's always a matter of opinion, but which car tires that you find would be best for you?
now for me, I run the Bridgestone Drive Guard, the 195, the 195 5516.
Okay.
Now my boy JC, he runs a Cooper.
Yeah.
At one while he had an 80,000 mile. I think he had an 80,000 mile Cooper or 80,000 mile Shinko or something on his bike.
Wow.
So
a lot of miles.
That's a lot of miles for a car tire, and it's going to give you more miles, by putting it on a bike.
Yeah.
I think you have to shop around on which tire you think is best for you.
Okay.
But for me, I like the Bridgestone Drive Guard 195 5516, the run flat.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's all about personal preference. It depends on how you ride, how much you ride, what kind of conditions you ride in. I mean, a lot of us ride year-round. We never go park our bikes or put them up for the winter. All that has to be factored in, too, when you decide what kind of tire you want to buy, I would imagine.
Yeah, it does. It just comes down to personal preference. Because some tires have a different tread pattern in a different tread life. So you just have to find one that works best for you.
Yeah.
And I like how JC did it. JC, he's been using different car tires to just kind of find one he really likes.
Okay. Yeah.
He started out with the Bridgestone Drive Guard, and he's gone to a Cooper. I think he used a Kumo.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
you know, there are different brand tires that you can use, but you just have to find the one that works best for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just like, you know, I like to, when I find something I like to stick with it, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I still got my lunch money from the 3rd grade. So
I hear you. Yeah.
So when I find something, I like to stick with it. And for me, the Bridgestone Drive Guard is what I like. But, you know, there are other brands that you can shop around and just find the one that you like that works best for you.
Yeah. At Wing Thing, 3 years ago, I ran into a guy who had an F6B, and he had a Walmart brand, and I think it may have been Goodyear is the brand that Walmart sells.
Uh-huh.
I may be mistaken on that, but I'm for sure that he bought it from Walmart, and he was extremely satisfied with that.
Right.
But once again, it depends on personal preference and what type of ride you're doing.
That's right. Yeah.
I wouldn't rule out, a Walmart tire, but again, it all depends what you want to get.
Yeah, and like I said, a car tire is going to be cheaper than a motorcycle tire, so regardless of which one you get, it's going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
I think I paid like $105 for my Bridgestone Drive Guard.
Okay.
And you're talking about a 60,000 mile tire.
Yeah.
But when you compare that to a motorcycle tire, you might get 15,000.
Yeah.
You may can squeeze out 20 on a Dunlop E4.
Yeah. The last Dunlop E3, I believe, I got right about 18,000 on the rear.
Right.
On the rear.
Yeah,
okay.
that sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was pretty pleased with that because you're right. Some folks get about 10,000, 10 to 12.
Yeah, and that Bridgestone, the ones that come on the Gold Wings, they don't really hold. They ride good. I like them because they ride good. It's got a soft compound. It rides real good, but it don't last long. It go to getting flat in the back, and the thing I try to tell people, most of your riding on a Gold Wing is straight up and down.
Yeah, well, the last couple that I've bought have been the E4s, and I like those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make a decision at some point whether I'm going to go E4 next time or go, dark side. But I have confidence in your research and what you've done, so I feel much better today now than I did, years ago.
Yeah, I love my E4s. I got the ones I've used, the used one. I got a used set in my garage, a couple used sets. I mean, I love the Dunlop E4s. They're some good tires. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But when you go to a car tire, KB, I'm telling you, man, it's just a different... I'm going to be honest with you. When I first went to the car tires, I thought I messed up.
Okay.
I was like, because it was a testing phase for me. I said, I don't know about this. It felt different, when I was trying to turn. It was like resistance. It just felt different. But after riding it about a couple hundred miles, man, I'm telling you, man, it was like, why didn't I do this sooner?
Yeah.
And
that's great. Well, I'm behind you right now, and I see nothing but full contact.
Yeah. It rides good, KB. I'm not just saying that. And it's windy out here. The bike is leaning just a little bit.
Yeah, you're favoring to the left.
It's leaning just a little bit, but it's more stable with this car tire than it is with a motorcycle tire.
Yeah.
Because normally when it's windy outside on the Gold Wing, it feels like your front end want to take off.
Yeah, okay.
But with the car tire, I haven't had that feeling anymore. And again, I'm not trying to convince anybody out there. I want to be perfectly clear. I'm not trying to convince you to dark side. If you're not comfortable with it, if you feel like your insurance company will not cover you, if you feel like it's going to be a liability issue, then don't do it. I'm just here to tell you.